Okay, so, this is the fourth part that I, have just decided that I should make. It's gonna be a brief one, because I really didn't plan on having a fourth part, but, yeah, I'd like to make a little notes for some of the things I said in the first three parts. Okay, first off, this is a short one. This is the brief one I want to get out of the way. There are a lot of people who just keep telling me that that voice in the Sonic Colors footage is an announcer. Okay, seriously, use logic, people. When has there been an announcer in a Sonic game for basic moves? And by the way, Oma Chow in Sonic Riders 1 and Dan Green in Sonic SEGA All-Stars Racing do not count because those were racing games. They were racing announcers, and they didn't. Yeah. Anyway, and if you used a boost, they didn't necessarily always have a scripted one thing to say. Whereas here, essentially, these are lines that you might have heard Sonic say. This is kind of like what you might have heard Sonic say in Sonic Unleashed. You know, he would go or woo if you boosted. Here, if you unlock a laser, he'll say come on laser. And so yeah, I don't. And another example is QuickTime events. That's a perfect example because I can compare the two. Sonic Unleashed. If you got a QuickTime event right, he would say, I believe he would say sweet. I'm trying to remember. I'm fairly certain he says sweet, but oh no, he goes woo, feeling good. Sorry, I'm thinking of something else. Anyway, so he goes woo, feeling good, and now if he does a QuickTime event, he says good, great, awesome, outstanding, amazing. So that I just wanted to get out quickly without wasting too much time to talk about the main reason why Part 4 exists, because I want to just confirm a few things that were in question earlier. One of the things that was in question was the Alton Towers roller coaster audio. At the time, as you may have noticed, I put on some notes that that audio may not have been, that his voice in that might not have been Roger Craig Smith. We had no confirmation of that, and I was really hoping it wasn't because I wasn't too fond of it. But sadly enough, Roger Craig Smith has been contacted about it, he simply responded. He was asked if that was him, and he simply responded by saying yes. So, unfortunately, that horrible nausea-inducing audio that we heard, you know the one I'm talking about, right? The one that wasn't the Sonic Colors footage. That one, unfortunately, is from the voice actor. So yeah, I'm praying that he'll improve as time goes by before the games are released, because that really was kind of annoying. And to added extent is that imagine how the nutcase part of the fan base will react to the thought that to hearing a Sonic voice that actually sounds unpleasant. Because I had no problems with Jason Griffith when he took over, but this guy, unless he's improved, which hopefully the Sonic Colors footage suggests that, but essentially, if he hasn't improved, then even I think the voice is a little annoying. But I'm not going to say that I think that right now as a fact because I haven't heard him in the game. But point is, it does make me a little nervous, particularly how the fan base is going to react to it, because as I pointed out, that's one of the big things that bugs me. So yeah, that's the main point of what I was trying to address. Another quick thing I want to bring up is that I've also heard some samples of Kate Higgins doing Tails' voice. Well, not doing Tails' voice. No. Doing voices of characters that were in the age range of Tails, like little boys, doing the voices, providing their voices, and I am quite impressed with Kate Higgins' performance. I think Tails is in good hands.
And most importantly, you're playing to save my life.
Now the roles she was doing that I heard were sounding more like a regular little boy instead of a very intelligent little boy like Tails, because Tails was meant to have be very smart for his age. So I just want my own quick little advice to her is remember that Tails is smarter than most young children. So don't try hard to make him sound extremely childish. Even though you do want to make him sound like a little boy, don't make the actual way he says things overly childish. Make it still sound intelligent, just like Amy Pallant did. That's my one piece of advice to Kate Higgins, and my piece of advice to Roger Craig Smith is please improve, lighten the voice up a little bit, and don't try so hard. It sounds like you're trying so hard to match Jason Griffith. Don't necessarily try to match Jason Griffith. Try to find your own style that suits the character. Don't try to imitate someone else. That's never a good idea, is to imitate someone else. I mean, sure, we're all probably accustomed to the sounds of Ryan Drummond and Jason Griffith now, but I think we can handle a new sounding voice that still sounds close to that still sounds within that it still fits the criteria for a Sonic voice, but just isn't. But you can tell is not an imitation. We could tell that your voice and that was a clear imitation of Jason Griffith. So don't try so hard to sound like somebody else. That's just my piece of advice for you. And with that, that's the end of this video, because I don't want to have this go into 5 parts, and hopefully it won't.